valley to the mountains, Roller Construction delivers high-quality workmanship to our clients, big and small, to get projects up and out of the ground safely and as quickly as possible. From road construction to residential to commercial services, we look forward to working with you. Contact us today for your next build.
Yep. All right, we're coming to you live from the Roller Construction High Desert 100 in Powell, Wyoming. All live production brought to you by Tractor and Equipment Company. First off the line was I got Shelby in here with me. She's gonna give me a hand because I'm gonna have to take a break in a minute to go help Aaron.
Perfect. Looks like we got 1600s in the youth class.
Yep, so we got the 2 youth drivers and the 1600s. So first off the line was Christian Companion, and then it was Sawyer Leach was off after that.
And Christian, he won the mint.
Yeah, he raced in the mint with his dad.
Yeah.
So
Looks like we got the 1600s. Mark King and
Lyle
Lyle
Holt.
Hogue. Looks like Mark took him. Oh, and Lyle might
Oh,
be
that
getting
was
him in
sorry.
that
That was
straightaway.
that was Paul.
Paul.
Yep.
Paul Barron.
Yep, that's Paul Barron. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That was
He's in a
Paul
new
Barron
car.
and Mark King. Yeah, he is. He got a new one.
Oh.
He built that this winter.
Sweet.
So next up is Sheridan Adams and Jake McFarlane. And neither one's backing off, so we'll have to see when it narrows up here shortly.
Oh.
And it looks like he got Sheridan on that
In the corner. There you go.
in that corner.
That corner starts to narrow out a little bit, so it gets a little bit.
Yeah, it
hairy
does. It goes from
sometimes.
too wide to narrows up pretty quick. Next off was Lyle Hogue and Sydney Hackfeld in the 600 bug, and this is their first time racing this.
Oh, there you
Racing off-road Baja.
go. Oh,
so,
really? Sweet.
So,
It looks like that.
and they're going to be doing the whole track. So
Oh,
they'll be
wow.
up. They'll do the 1600s are doing the whole track, and they have 8 laps.
Got Alexa.
That was Alexa coming off. This will be her first. Well, she's raced a little bit, but
Yeah.
never a full race. So this will be her first full race. So
And this is her first race in the bug, right? Because she was
yeah,
in.
no, she was in the bug last year, but only ran it
Okay.
one time.
Oh, gotcha.
So
How long is a full lap?
full lap is 4.5 miles this year.
Wow.
So
That's a good size lap for Powell. Heck yeah.
go see if the time work for Aaron.
So we had 7 1600s just take the line, and then 2 youths. We've got
Yep.
9 cars out on the track right now.
We'll have to see what the lap times are.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to be.
Bella, how was your race?
Good. My legs are like jelly feet.
They
Juicy
are from
jelly.
hitting the holding on the throttle.
Yeah.
How was the track?
Pretty rough, but I got some air.
Oh, good. Did you have fun?
Mm-hmm.
You raced Columbus last year. Is that your first race?
Yep.
So this was just your second race?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You did good.
What was your favorite part of the race?
Going up the big hills.
Going
The
up the big
tabletops?
table with the flags,
Yeah.
seeing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, were you smiling
Who
for
rode?
everybody?
Who rode with you?
I'm Jazzy.
Oh,
That's my brother's wife.
oh,
hmm You guys had a good start.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She said, "Do you want to go past him or do you want to let him go?" I was like, "I want to go past him."
Yeah.
So-
So when I kept looking at that light, I was like, "There's the green," and I went put the gas.
hit the gas down.
Put the gas as far down as you could.
Yep.
Just held it to the floor.
Yep.
There you go.
Did it
Good
get
work,
rough?
girl.
Yeah, I got rough.
Jesse said you almost tipped it over.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Where like the bumps are, and when you like turn really, like right over there.
Oh, where you
when
turn
you're
really
getting ready
sharp?
To come through the S curves right here, where all
Yeah.
the people are. Yeah.
Michael, copy.
Was that pretty scary?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you did
Copy.
good.
Mhm.
You're so strong and brave. You did such a good job, Chica.
12.
Good work, kiddo.
All right. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Roller Construction, KB Masonry,
Elevated Power Sports, Base Camp Power Sports, Mickey Thompson Tires, T&E Tractor and Equipment, TDK, Pierre Sports Center, CEI Electrical, Three Peaks Drilling, 3D Air, CW Auto Service,
The Diesel Chute, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, Ellis Audio, J&M Construction, Arnold Machinery, Fenway Sports, Bar and Grill, Blackbeard Fab, Adventure RV, Combustion Syndicate, Copyright Printing, Angry Ox Armory,
C4 Fabrication, Next Level Web and Marketing, Montana Drone Company, Dakota Alignment, J&M Tire, Corbin Custom Works, Rugged Radios, and Montana 4x4 Association.
So, got a big list of sponsors this year.
Yeah, we do. That's a long one. You guys
Yeah.
have been putting in some work with that.
Yeah, Tyler has.
Awesome. Yeah. Big thank you to Tyler Elings getting us all these sponsors so we can keep doing what we love on this Mother's Day weekend.
We got our first machine coming into the corners. Looks like that's
Is that Christian Campana?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Was trying to see. Yeah, it was.
And he's in an RS1.
He is in an RS1. And then Sawyer Leach is in a Mav-R.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
Oh my
His dad's
gosh.
riding with him. So and then his
Sweet.
dad's going to turn and race it in the race at the end. So they're just letting him get some time in this car.
There you go.
I mean, it sounds
It sounds
meaner.
really freaking good. It's a beautiful day out to have it, and it got some wind to move some dust around, but not quite enough. Oh, it looks like he's coming through that straightaway, getting ready to come through the tabletops. And here comes Christian Campana. He's got his crew cheering him on. Then we got Sawyer Leach coming through the tabletops here now in his Maverick R with his dad. That car looks really good.
It looks good.
They have a really, really good wrap on it. It's pretty.
And he's moving. He raced last year, but I think it was the yellow 900 that he raced last year. Remember?
Oh, yes.
So this is a huge step up.
Looks like there's a little racing going on back there. Huge shout out to the Montana Drone Company giving us this awesome footage this morning.
Yes, no doubt.
They do such a great job. And what's his name? Dallas.
Dallas does a phenomenal
He just
job.
kills it every time. We got Mark. Is that Mark Key? No. That is the 1144 car.
That's Jake.
Jake, okay.
Jake McFarland.
We've got a Buggy coming through.
That's Paul, followed by Mark King. On the screen, we have Jake, but just crossing the elevated power sports start finish was Paul. So that means he's completed one lap, followed by Mark King.
How many laps do these guys have? 8?
8.
Sweet. I know that they were talking about it at the drivers' meeting last night, and I wasn't paying attention to the final decision.
I can hear, on screen right there now is still Jake, but it looks like Lyle's catching him.
It's getting tight through those corners. Those little single seaters probably the benefit through those corners.
Yeah, definitely a benefit through the corner.
They're getting closer, closing that gap. Oh, Dallas is doing such a nice job. Oh, he looks like he's going. Going for the
Lyle's
pass on
going
the
to try
straightaway.
going right before the corner, which
That's a scary corner.
it is a scary corner. But it looks like Lyle went a little wide, and yes, Jake got in front of him.
Oh, he's holding him.
Lyle hit that corner a little hard and went wide. And Jake's got a good run on him now. Jake just raced the Mint 400, get the car back together, and came down here.
Sweet. It looks like Jake's coming through that start finish right now through those tabletops.
Followed by Lyle.
Here's Lyle, not far behind him.
No, but if I remember, and Lyle started 30 seconds behind Jake.
Oh,
So,
that's close.
yeah, so it's going to be
Timing-wise.
close.
Do we have the speed hive timing up and
Not
going?
yet.
Okay.
Aaron's working on a couple things.
So hopefully for some races later today that they'll be able to get that live timing so we can see where everybody's at.
We will. Just, Aaron's working on some timing, watching it, so we will get it as soon as we can. So we're changing batteries on the drone.
We've got a question from Danielle. Is Karen with Nacho Race Team not in the 1600s?
No, I did not see their bug at all.
Okay.
They didn't bring it down, so must not have made it.
They must just have the Ram Charger today.
Yeah, because that paint job, you know what it is.
Yes,
so yeah, I don't think
absolutely.
they made it down.
Yeah, you're not going to miss that one. That one's a really cool one. Today is May 10th, which is my dad's birthday. He's 61 today.
Your
Yep.
dad turned 61
Yep.
today?
So happy birthday, Dad, because I have been a slacker on texting you this morning.
He's probably one of the viewers, knowing your dad. He's
Yep.
probably sitting in the
He
shop
watched
watching.
Bella this morning. He
Okay.
was texting.
So, yeah, he always watches the live feed. So
Oh yeah, if he's not here, he's got it on. Or if he is here, he's got it on. He
yeah,
just
either
likes
way.
Sitting in the pickup.
Well, happy birthday, Brent. Thanks for
Yeah.
building the knife for us.
Yeah.
He built a really cool custom-made knife for us to raffle off for the production to take care of this. So big thank you to you. Happy birthday, Brent. You seriously don't look a day over 70. Oh, he's only 61, my
Yeah.
bad. All right. Oh, it's
No,
on.
you're good. Yep, we're kicking Grizz out. We've got Tyler Ealings hopping in with us for a little bit. We've got Tyler Ealings back in here with us from Combustion Syndicate, and he's done one heck of a job rounding up some sponsors for us this year.
It's been a lot of fun, you know, getting out, getting new sponsors, getting new people involved into the racing series that hopefully will be with us for a long time, and stepping up in a different role with Y.O.R.R for the season, just helping out where I can and bringing new people to the track. We got some new volunteers that went to the Mint with us and decided they wanted to be in the Y.O.R.R family.
Sweet. That's so exciting to see. We've got Alexa crossing those lines, starting her second lap in the Bug. That was the Bug that I raced here in 2021.
No kidding.
That was the Bug that I started in, yep.
That's awesome.
So that's super exciting. I love seeing the girl racers out here. We don't have a lot of them, so
But it's
I
growing.
get so excited. It
There-
is. There's
a
getting to
couple
be.
couple more running, you know, and
Yeah.
Lacey Welty and Cassie, they're a team this year.
Oh, that's so exciting.
We have a 4-seat Razor Turbo out of Billings that is a
Awesome.
woman's team.
That is awesome.
So it's growing. The women are growing. So that's
I
awesome.
love to see the women in motorsports, and then especially women in off-road, because there's not many of them. I think it's a very technical. You got to learn how to work on it. You got to know how to change stuff and change parts and troubleshoot. And
Right.
we're getting to see more and more women out and about doing that.
So when are you getting back in the car, Shel?
Hopefully next season.
Awesome.
We got a new new to us Ranger. We got some stuff to change on it. We just had kind of a year where we're like, you know what? I don't want to be running every single weekend. Let's just put it on hold. So next season, that's the plan. And
That's
then hopefully we'll have Rowdy and Race both up moving next season too. We've got Christian Campana with Combustion Syndicate coming through the start finish. He's leading it by a real decent amount of time. That kid is killing it. It's awesome to see him out here. And then we've got Sawyer Leach coming through the tabletops right now in physical second in his dad's Maverick car. But that kid's moving. He's gaining some speed on him.
He is, for sure. He's getting more comfortable. And Christian, you know, he's his first race ever.
Oh, it is.
Other than co-piloting his dad at the Mint 400.
That's so
where
exciting.
they won this year. You know, that was pretty exciting too.
That's awesome. And they've got an Instagram and a Facebook page, the Campanas, Campana Racing. So if you want to go check them out, you can go see what they're doing. And Marcy, the mom, she does an awesome job of keeping up and keeping pictures on there. So shout out to Marcy. We just got some lineups from Carmen for the UTV races. There's three UTV races.
Yep. And the UTV turbos and the naturally aspirated ones. I think there's 12 each in each race.
Yep.
And the UTV Unlimited, the Y.O.R.R that Caleb Rupp made everybody go out and buy
Yeah.
to try to compete. And Caleb had the fastest lap last night.
Oh my gosh, he did.
Yeah,
what was his speed?
2 minutes, 26 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
And it's 0.03 of a second separates first to third and starting over.
Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. That's insane. I'm excited to see that.
It's going to be a battle
Breakdown.
today. It's going to be awesome.
That's so exciting.
Got a couple coming through the, I'll call it the S-curves back there. Grizz has some weird name for it that I can't pronounce, so I'm not going to do it all.
I don't know what it is, but it's the S-curves to
And
me.
then we named this corner, they're coming into the KB Masonry corner.
Okay. So that's there. We need to get some flags out there.
We need some flags, or we talked about Kyle Burkhart and Sarah building a fake brick wall out there.
Oh,
'cause they do
that'd be
all
neat.
masonry, and then they could advertise on it.
Yes. That would be so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Kind of like the Brickyard, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we got a couple coming into the elevated start-finish line in a bug. Number 1641.
I think that's
Would be
Paul.
Paul Barry and
Mark King,
Mark
right on his butt.
King. Just crossed the elevated power sports start-finish line.
The Montana drone is taking off to go find us some more cars. And look at that track. It's already starting to get beaten from those little guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, we did a lot of work out here a couple weeks ago and had Dalen Askin down here running a blade and smoothed some of them out. But come truck time, it's good. They're going to be
It's
washed
gonna
out
get.
bad.
We're gonna get. Well. How many are in the UTV Unlimited class? Do you know? Is it 12 as well? 14?
13 or 14.
So we're gonna have 12, 24, 36 UTVs just railing it, and then by the time the trucks get around to it, it's gonna be pretty well broken. It's gonna be pretty loose.
I think there's 12.
12,
Yeah.
36, 35. So 35 UTVs for, are they doing 12 laps?
I think 12. But we'd have to
Holy
check.
smokes.
They made some changes last night. The 1600s are running 8. That was
Yes.
the consensus.
Yep.
So,
They had them listed for 6, and then all of them, you want to run 8? Yeah, we want to run 8. So now they're running 8.
yeah, you know, that's the nice thing about this race series, you know, being grassroots and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and Grizz behind the scenes, they're up for suggestions, and that's what makes the racing community grow. And that's
Yeah.
where people keep coming back.
Yes, they listen. They want to. Grizz and Aaron, they do such a great job. They want to keep it fun for the racers too. They want racers' feedback. They want input, and just even suggestions. They may not take them, but hey, we really liked this. Can we do this? Or hey, this might work a little better if we did it like this. It might be easier for us
Absolutely.
racers.
Yep. Feedback is what makes it a successful venture. it might not be, like Shelby said, the first time that we make the change, but maybe going into the next season, we'll take a look at everything.
Yeah, it might take them a little bit. They gotta chat it over and figure out what's going on and okay, what's the best way we can do this, and they do a lot of implementing, so that's awesome. And it looks like this is Lyle Hogue coming through the start and finish through the tabletops.
Lyle's been with us several years, since I think the beginning, right?
Yeah, for a long time. And did he win it overall last year?
I think Lyle did win overall last year.
I'm used to seeing Matt Rowe out here, and he's not here this season.
No, he's not here. I don't know what happened to Matt, but he's definitely a fixture in the series as well. Here comes that other bug.
This is Jake McFarland, and he's got Tessa McFarland. I'm assuming that's his wife with him, maybe daughter. I'm not sure.
Maybe in a 1969 VW Bug.
Yeah.
Out of Powell, Montana, sponsored by Normand Equipment, Aberrathney Holding, by DCmeat.com, Rigid Industries, Underwood Ag. He is 15 years old. First race, so it might be his mom or sister, I would think.
That's so exciting.
Park Place Storage and Ivers Construction.
Heck yeah, it's great to see everybody. This is such a great first time race before they hit Broadview. It's just short enough, but just long enough. You get enough seat time that you really start to learn a comfortable pace.
Absolutely, and it speaks volumes with, our youth class moving into this the youth kids class moving up into the youth class, racing the bigger machines.
Yes.
They're getting more and more seat time as it grows, and they'll be able to race youth until they're
16, I think.
So for a couple years.
Yeah.
For like Christian and a rider, be there for a couple more years.
Jake McFarland's co-pilot is his daughter Tessa, and this is her first race ever, is what Ashley's saying.
Perfect.
So
Ashley,
Red Tent
thank
Racing. Jake is the dad, Tessa's the daughter, and she's 15. Thank you, Ashley, keeping us up to date on information. That's so exciting. The 1600 class in Y.O.R.R is kind of like their starter outer class. Like if you haven't really driven before, the youth class is for, we've got a lot of young kids in it, but the 1600 is where you're like really are starting to see kids figure out how to drive and stuff like that. And then usually, sometimes they'll bump up into the youth class for youth where it's like really competitive, and then the 1600s are those buggies.
All right, we got a little battle going on here. Riders gaining some ground on Christian going through the S corners.
Oh boy.
It'll be exciting to see the finish of this because they're both,
Yeah, and they started, did they start side by side?
No, they started 30 seconds apart.
Okay.
Christian went off the line first.
Gotcha.
Ryder came in second.
There you go.
It looks like Christian's going into the KB Masonry corner down there, and Ryder's coming on him hot.
He is moving. You can tell he's getting comfortable because he's getting faster and he's getting flowier.
It's all about the flow, right, Shel?
Absolutely. You just settle in and...
Christian's coming into the Base Camp Polaris tabletops, and he'll be crossing the elevated Power Sports start-finish line right now. The elevated Power Sports start finish line. Base Camp Polaris. Can you believe all the people that are here this weekend? I think we had 68 registered racers.
That's insane.
A little bit less than last year because there's some people, that still have cars broke down and couldn't show up, and some guys had to leave early, but
there's 68. A lot of cars that they're holding out for Broadview too, which I don't blame them, but this is huge for Powell.
Right.
I think last year was the biggest count that they've had for Powell ever.
Like 72 or 73, I think, last year.
That is awesome. I feel like we've got a lot of spectators this year.
And I think
seen a lot of bodies.
We have, and with Y.O.R.R, everybody working together has went out and put flyers out. The social media following now, we're pushing on that a lot more. We've got commercials running in Billings on ABC and Fox.
That's awesome.
And it's just good just to push the sport out.
Yeah.
I think Broadview we're gonna have a good showing. There's a lot of people coming.
Yes. There is so many people just coming to see and check it out, and I love it because that's how you get them involved. They're like, man, that's actually pretty cool. How can we get into it?
Right.
We've got some trucks getting ready, crossing the line here. And it looks like, is that Alexa on screen? We've got Alexa, I can never pronounce her last name. Do you know who she's got for sponsors?
Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad?
I'm sure Pro
Source
Source Machinery. Her co-pilot is Austin Dix, who co-piloted for Grizz at the King of the Hammers.
Oh.
And we were talking to him last night. He said he was more nervous to get in this car than he was racing.
That's awesome. Riding in the bugs, that's a different experience. It's pretty fun out there, but it is brutal. It beats you up. If you haven't ridden in a bug, man, oh my gosh.
There's no way. I couldn't do it. I admire everybody in these 1600s and the bugs out there racing because it's tough.
It is. It's hard on your body.
What do we got coming into the tabletop?
It looks like we've got Alexa coming through the Base Camp Polaris tabletops, and she is coming through the start-finish line. We got some people screaming, cheering. Oh, it sounds like she might need to shift.
Yeah, she's in that lower gear. She doesn't want to leave it. She's just going to pin it.
So are they on their third race? And it looks like we've got
Paul Barron
Paul
coming across the start-finish line by Elevated Power Sports. He's out of Sturgis, South Dakota.
I'm used to seeing him in another bug, so it's throwing me for a loop. And then we've got Mark King getting ready to come through. Dallas killing it. But there's Mark King, and Dallas is doing such an awesome job trying to catch all these guys as they're coming through, giving us some good footage to talk to you guys about.
Sorry about that. No, those ones are screwed up. Where that switch is bad. The one power strip switches on the side.
We talked to her.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I just couldn't find the switch.
Perfect. No, and then Mark King, he built that car over the winter.
Oh, there
And
you go.
he's here from Colbert, Washington. It's good to see the growth of states we're getting out there now too. You know,
Yeah.
Washington, Colorado.
They're starting to grow and get more people in. And Mark King, I follow him on Instagram, and he's got a little track built that he cruises around and practices on. So he's not just out here to kind of play.
Heck yeah. We should do a post, you know, about where our race teams are from, you know, put it on a map so we can
Yes.
stick it, put it somewhere in, you know, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, wherever they're from, and see what we gain for the year and
Yeah.
run
We've
it.
got some people that make a trek out here. It's so fun to see. We've got one of the single seaters. They look too dang similar for me. I believe that this is Lyle Hogue.
Should be Lyle. That is
Yeah.
Lyle.
Yep, coming through those corners. That section right there that he's going through is really rough, and they had him clean it up and drag a blade through there, and it's softened it up a lot and smoothed it out, so it's not as rough as it used to be. But Dallas's cameras, they're just too good. They make it look so smooth when it's pretty rough.
When we were out here a couple weeks ago doing all the track prep, Chris had his X3 here, and we're cruising around on the bank, on those bank corners, and he's like, "Yeah, this is a really good time not to have no brakes, right?"
Oh,
You know,
oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
"Oh, really good warning, thanks, Mike."
Yeah,
But yeah, it's,
appreciate it.
those bank corners, a picture doesn't do it any justice. They're steep.
They are steep, and you can hit them pretty good to where you're up sideways with them. Really get some speed through it, but there's some pretty decent bumps through there.
On screen, the red and black bug. We're gonna put colors on here so we can
Yeah.
go through it, right?
Yeah, it's hard to keep them straight. We've got Lyle Hogue coming through the start finish right now, but Jake McFarland's on screen.
Oh, there we go.
Is this lap 4?
Should be lap 4, I believe.
So about halfway through there, starting their fourth lap.
Starting their fourth, yep. So we're halfway through, and seems to be everything's going flawlessly, so maybe we can keep things rolling all day.
It sounds like they had a kid kind of flop it. Is that what happened?
He got a little tight to the berm and broke his lower trailing arm.
Oh, gotcha.
A-arm.
There you go. That means they're pushing hard, which is good.
Yep. Do you know what's the age for the youth kids class? What ages do they run?
How old's Bella? Bella, I think, is 9.
So
she's in 3rd grade.
Yep. Which is just crazy. And to see her so excited in here.
Yes.
And just happy. And she talks about how she wanted to pass them and just keep going. The racing blood is definitely
it's so
there.
thick. Oh my gosh, she's Charlie Shaw's daughter, and Charlie's been racing in the comp class forever. He's been racing here at Powell since the 90s. We've got Jake McFarland crossing the start-finish line, but yeah, that blood over there. And then Brandon, her older brother, is going to be in Charlie's truck because he had a knee surgery. But Bella was hanging with me at
here comes Christian Campana across this elevated power sports start-finish line, picking up some pace again.
Oh, and not far behind him, here comes Ryder Leach.
Sawyer Leach.
Sorry. No, you're okay. There's a lot of them. It's hard to keep them straight. There get to be quite a few. But Bella was hanging with me last night at the driver's meeting. She goes, Shelby, I'm nervous. I said, no, you're excited. You can't tell yourself you're nervous. You got it.
No time to be nervous.
Nope.
Get in and go do it.
Just go in, go have fun. We're switching back to the tabletops, but it might be a second. We're swapping some drones.
And once again, we couldn't do this without our volunteers.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We had a bunch of them show up just this morning getting ready for the big cars. The volunteers and sponsors what make this series go.
Oh man, this series would not happen without the volunteers and the sponsors. The volunteers, they are out here literally all day, more than 12 hours, just out here wanting to help, wanting to get people straightened out. They want to pick up parts. They want to get you guys parts. They want to help you. They want to set up the track. They want to tear down the track. They're out here all day long, all weekend long. They were out here all last weekend.
Yeah.
2 weekends ago.
2 weekends ago, we started prepping the first part of May, end of April, middle of April, and down here bringing things and just trying to be more prepared so things will go smoothly. And
oh my gosh.
It's a job within a job. You have your normal job, and then you have your racing, but that's what it's about. That's why we love it.
Mm-hmm.
We did have Sean Romano that's racing in the UTV class with Tenacious Racing out of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked his clutch last night. And
No.
we talked about racer community. Went over to Jim and Tracy's, and Jim Johnson gave him a clutch to help rebuild it so he could race today.
That's amazing. Jim and Tracy's, the alignment, they're one of our sponsors for this series, and when I tell you they're out here for the racers, they're out here for the racers.
100%.
They're not out here to just hear their name. They want to help, and they want to see this series grow, and they are amazing at helping with everything.
There we go.
Got our footage back and rolling, and it looks, our side-by-sides for the youth class, they're on their second half of the race already.
Right, yep.
Do they have 8 as well, or do they have 10?
Well.
Okay.
8 as well.
That's exciting. Second half already, and everything's moving smooth, which is good. We got a little bit of wind out here, but it looks like that dust is hanging and not quite moving as fast as they'd probably want in the next race.
Yeah, it's going to be something. There's going to be a lot of sirens and a lot of probably some nerfing going on out there because people can't see where to go,
Oh, Bella was showing me on her little razor at the end. She's like, well, Kaylee, she bumped me when she went by. I said, Robin's racing, Bella. So there's a big old tire mark across the side of her car. So even the little guys are getting it.
Memories that make a lifetime.
Yeah.
Drive faster.
Yes. Oh man, this track is tight. There's not a lot of good places to pass, really. There's a couple straightaways, but not really a lot that you can get into it to where you can pass comfortably. There's a lot of we'll pull over here because it's the safest spot to do. There's a
lot. Looks like we have a 1600 coming across the tabletops.
Is that Paul Barron?
Should be Paul Barron. Nope. Paul Barron.
Yep, in the 1641 out of Sturgis, South Dakota.
And we got somebody coming into, it looks like.
Is that Marquis? Nope. We should have had somebody coming in right behind it, and I believe it was Mark, but I'm not seeing him for a little bit. So that must be the Jake McFarland bug.
I'm thinking.
Did Sheridan not?
No,
What happened to
Sheridan got stuck down in the berm and lost her steering down.
Oh
here.
gosh.
So,
So Sheridan is out.
She's out as of right now.
Either Mark King had some issues or he's limping it slow, because I thought he was a little bit further ahead than that.
That should be Alexis coming up on him.
Yep. There's Alexa, and she must be picking him off because she started last.
Right.
So she's moving. I'm proud of her.
Going against that adjusted time, she's going to do good for her first race in the bug.
Yeah.
Second, technically. First race of the season.
Mm-hmm. We've got 39 viewers, so good morning to everybody. Thank you for joining us here on this live feed that Dallas is providing us with Montana Drone Company. Good morning to everybody, and thank you for hanging around for some morning racing. I know it's early for a lot of you guys, and it's a Saturday. I don't blame you. We're off and running. We've got the UTV race next.
I'm excited.
Those
I'm
UTV.
stoked for and they're a stacked class.
Oh my gosh.
We got some, second-year racers like Angel Barker, back for her second year. She competed really well last year.
Then they had an all-girls team last year.
Yeah, all-girls team,
That's
and I think they're
so
doing
exciting.
all-girls again this year.
Sweet.
Sarah Shube from the Diesel Shop is her co-pilot this year.
Oh, sweet. So, and it looks like we've got Alexa coming through, so she's made some passes. That's exciting to see. I know Grizz and Aaron are working on getting our speed hive timing up so we can see where everybody's adjusted times are at. Oh, Mark King, he is limping. He's a little sideways. They must have had some problems.
Looks like they got a broken suspension or something on that left front.
Yeah.
But he got across, start finish, got some more points. That's what it's about.
More points, more times. Set you head a little further. Got some more.
We must have Christian Campana coming because I can hear Marcy yelling in the background somewhere on the course near.
We've got Danielle Schramm saying good morning. Happy to be here on the live feed, and she's sad she's not here. We're sad you're not here, but hopefully we'll see you in Broadview. She can come out, come say hi, cheer on your team. We've got Sawyer Leach on the live screen. So it looks
like Christian's going through the KB Masonry corner down there, and Sawyer's making up some ground behind him. We got some good racing going on today, Shel.
Yeah, especially in the youth. I'm excited to see them. Look at how close those two are. Looks like Christian's catching Lyle. So here comes Lyle through the start finish, and Christian Campana is hot behind him. And Christian Campana, you sponsor Christian with Combustion Syndicate.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So Christian co-pilots for his dad, and we went to the Mint 400 this year to finish. We ended up winning.
Sweet.
Pretty awesome in the stock class. Christian decided he wanted to race, so Austin and Marcy picked him up in RS1.
That's so exciting. This is is it their second or third season with us?
Second season. This is their redemption season because remember
they had a rough
first two races with us last year, and this is their redemption year.
They've got it. They're doing so good already. I mean, starting the year off with a mint finish and win.
Right.
That's huge. That's so exciting to see. I love seeing racers that hit different series and still come back to Y.O.R.R just because they love it.
Yeah, and I can't remember exactly where, but we had a huge showing of Y.O.R.R racers at the Mint.
Oh, that's
like
so
in
good
so
to
many
see.
different classes, you know, and Cody Piscatelli out
Oh,
of
yes.
Washington, he won the stock modified.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, good to see.
And-
And I love following him on Instagram.
He's such an inspiration.
He is. We got an awesome interview with him last year after the 12-hour race. Oh my gosh, that guy's been through it, and
Yeah.
he just wants to race. That's all.
And he's out to have fun. you
Yeah.
know, and that's what it's all about.
And he's got hand controls in there.
Full hand controls, paraplegic.
Yep.
It's
For
just
those who don't know. Yeah.
Just an amazing story. You can go on. He's got Facebook and Instagram. Go give him a follow and watch the interview on him. It'll move you. It's pretty awesome.
Yes.
We also have another mid 400 finisher this year, finished in second place. Be Tenacious Racing.
Oh yes.
Sean Romaro.
Their
out of
story.
Colorado.
Oh my gosh, it will make you just cry. It'll pull some heartstrings. But they're out here racing for their daughter, who is Tegan, who is forever 6 years old.
Yeah, forever 6.
But they're out here in her name and just honoring her and having fun. And oh, it's just so cool. Brings tears to your eyes. Oh my gosh, I'm tearing up thinking about it. That's so exciting.
Let's move on. We got somebody coming across the start-finish line.
Got Jake McFarland and his daughter, and they are still cruising, which is awesome to see. We got a pass on screen.
Going on somewhere out there.
It looks. Oh, I can't quite tell who that is. I wonder if that was Sawyer Leach.
Might have been Sawyer's either. It looked like a side-by-side pass in a 1600.
Yeah. Another pass on screen, past another 1600. We're gotten, oh my gosh, lots of little passes going on, but look at all this footage because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see 5 of the 9 cars on screen right now, which is pretty good. And Sheridan is out, and I think Mark King is out, so that brings us back down to 7. So we can see 5 of the 7 with the Montana Drone Company drones out there flying for us.
Our pilots this year are top notch, you know, and it's good to see Dallas. He's able to bring more people with him just to get a better production, and so we can grow on our live stream. And thanks all the people for viewing and following us at Y.O.R.R and all of your input on the backside.
And he's got a couple videography packages, right? So you can go on and purchase those with him online.
Yep, online.
And here at the track.
And here at the track, they're $100 for a video package. And a lot of the race teams, I think 16 or 17 race teams picked him up for this race.
Before they even got to the track, which is awesome because that's how we get more people out here with more footage, especially for Broadview. It's 50 miles.
It is, and Broadview is going to be huge, and unfortunately we don't have a helicopter this year.
Oh no, that was everybody's favorite part.
Not yet anyway. We're working some angles, trying to get another one in place.
That's so exciting.
God, it's getting dusty out there, Shelby.
It is getting dusty, and it's only going to get worse, so hopefully we get some more wind.
Yeah, we only got 7 cars on course, and it's getting dusty. And we got Blackbeard Fab this year sponsored all of the volunteers
the
pink shirts.
Oh,
so
they sponsored the shirts?
Yep,
That's
so
awesome.
So you'll know who is a volunteer and who's not this year. We just had Paul Barron cross the start-finish line, sponsored by Elevated Power Sports.
And I don't know if you guys could see Cody, but maybe we'll switch it over here if we can see him in that start-finish line camera. He's got a bright pink shirt on and it says it's got staff on the back, and the other ones have volunteer with the Y.O.R.R logo. Neon pink, you're not going to miss them, which makes it a lot easier for everybody to find you. And then on the front, it said, "I'm just here because you broke."
Yeah.
I love that.
That's fitting, or we can't afford to do what everybody else does, so we just volunteer.
That's awesome. It's awesome to see all the volunteers out here, though, because they're excited. They want to be a part. They want to help you guys because they just want to help you so that you guys can keep going. They're not in here for anything. They're not paid. They are volunteers. They're just out here because they like it.
Well, because they're addicted to racing.
Yes.
That's what it comes down to. I took, back to the mid 400, I took some friends down with me. Never been to a race ever in their life.
Oh my gosh.
And now they're part of the Y.O.R.R family.
I
They're like,
love
we
it.
will be here at every race. So
Oh my
they're here
gosh.
to help out. Jake and Kelsey Mater. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
That's awesome. I posted on my Snapchat story a picture of us heading down. We don't even have a car here except for Keaton. And I had a couple people swipe up, "Oh my gosh, wish we were there, miss it." They've never raced before. They've just been out here hanging out, like cousins and whatever. My one cousin came out to Columbus one time, and he was texting, "I'm sorry we missed it. We've got Sheridan Adams in with us, and she's gonna come and tell us about her race." What happened?
My steering shaft broke.
No.
It just clean snapped off.
You didn't hit anything? It just...
I think just it being rough. It
Yeah.
wasn't thick enough. We just redid it and put electric power steering in. So we redid my whole...
We got a whole new steering
Steering
system in there,
system.
and evidently that worked not very well.
The power steering worked great,
That's awesome.
but the shaft did not hold up.
It's not strong enough. Well, at least you broke it here, not Broadview. So
Yes.
that's true. At least you're not in the back in the booties,
Yep.
which is kind of nice.
I can get it fixed for Broadview.
Yes. You got a month. A little
Yep.
over a month. How was your race before that? How far along did you make it?
I made it right back to camp, pretty much.
Oh.
Right to the corner right before camp.
Oh, no!
But it felt like I was doing really good. It felt like I was actually going pretty faster than normal.
Yeah.
I have more control.
Yes, for sure.
How was the track?
Rough.
How's the news section?
I like the new section. I think it adds a little race.
We've got Sawyer Leach coming through. Christian Campana just came through. Sawyer's catching him. He's getting faster. He's getting a lot
He's
faster.
getting comfortable in the car. Dad's
Yes.
already telling him to make sure he doesn't break it because Dad's racing it later today.
Oh. It's his dad in the unlimited race. So they'll be in the third UTV race. Did you get to pass anybody or come up on anybody during your race?
Yes, the one that I started next to, he caught me in the off the start, and then I caught him back right when you get into the back.
There you go. So you had a good race until it wasn't, but that's okay. At least
It's
you guys
racing.
got some time to figure it out and get it stronger for Broadview so it can withstand that whole time.
Yeah, this
Oh my
is a
gosh.
good test
Yeah.
track.
For all the new parts, just come out. If you break, you break. That's what it is. It's racing. You can't. It's over. That's
There's nothing
it.
else you can really do.
Yeah. Oh well. You can be sad, but at this end of the day, at least you'll be ready for Broadview.
Yep.
Come back stronger. Do you have any big changes coming before Broadview?
I don't think so. We did all of my changes over the winter.
There you go. Just kind of seeing how everything's going.
Yep, Grandpa took it down to the frame, and I hit a rock wall in Broadview last year.
Oh my gosh.
2 years ago. And it bent my frame like half an inch, so they straightened it out.
Oh, good. So it probably drives a little straighter now. That's even better. Everybody's on the second half of their race now, as far as I know. Is this lap 6? Start of lap 6?
Yes.
7?
6.
7 for the
For the
UTVs?
UTVs. 6
Okay.
for the-
6 for the buggies. So we only got 2 laps left for the 1600s, 3 if you're counting this one. Tell us about your sponsors. Who'd you have behind you this year?
Grandpa Dean is always my number one sponsor.
He is awesome.
He is my mechanic through and through. Yellowstone Bank sponsored my entry play this race. I work there.
Oh, you do? Nice.
Grizz,
Grizz.
who's always my sponsor.
He doesn't get a choice on that one.
I don't have
No.
a choice.
No.
Grandpa doesn't either. But
No. Well, they want to see you out there, so that's just a given.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Who did your rap?
Octane Addictions.
Octane Addictions, are they still sponsoring you?
Yes, they're sponsoring my rap.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that rap. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. That's how we can tell who it is because the rest of them are white. Now, oh my gosh.
Well, it used to be purple too.
Yes, it was purple and blue. And now is it just blue?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much? Okay. That's super cool though. That's exciting. Are you moving up in any future cars maybe? Come on, Grizz. What the heck?
Oh,
Maybe you can look at a stock truck.
Oh, there you go.
something other than.
We're still waiting for Shelby to get back in the truck, so.
Next year. Next season.
What you said last season.
I
we were
know. We didn't, I was working a lot last summer, so I didn't get enough time to get down and work on the car.
I'm ready to have a co-pilot.
Oh, that's fair. Somebody to talk to.
In Broadview, it's very
Yeah.
lonely, and my music is,
Can only get you so far. There you go. That's fair.
There's no one to talk to.
It gets a little lonely out there. You guys are out there for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
You probably don't even see another soul unless you're passing.
Yeah.
It gets quiet, especially if it's just you.
Yeah.
Everybody
it's pretty
spreads
much like
out
a Sunday
enough.
cruise.
Yeah. Everybody spreads out enough that it's like, well, we're out here by ourselves.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you again for coming to sit and chat with us. I'm sorry you had a rough race, but hopefully
okay.
next year in Powell, you'll do a little bit stronger, have a little bit more ready to go, and then come back in Broadview, and I'm sure we'll see you kicking butt, and hopefully a podium. Hopefully podium. Cross your fingers.
Hopefully, yes. Cross
Everything will
fingers.
hold together. It'll be good. So we'll see you in Broadview.
Yes, see you in Broadview. Okay, Dad, I'm
All right.
going back to the kitchen.
I'm back. Shelby's taking a little break for a second. But
We should probably run through our sponsors here real quick while we got a quick break. Roller Construction High Desert 100 presented by KB Masonry. Sponsored by, and we couldn't do it without every single sponsor in this series, Elevated Power Sports, Base Camp Power Sports, Mickey Thompson Tires, Tractor and Equipment. Looks like we got Mark
King coming across, and he's got
hurt
a left rear back shock is broke. So
but he's out there putting the laps in.
he's still
getting
putting the
getting
laps
those
in
points.
for his points. So
TDK, Pure Sports Center, CEI Electrical, Three Peaks Drilling, 3D Air. And
that's Paul
Barron
Barron
in the
just
single seat buggy out of Sturgis just crossed the start finish line. We got Ellis Audio, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, CW Auto Service, Must Be Nice Performance, JM Construction, Arnold's Machinery, Fenway Sports Bar and Grill, Blackbeard Fab, Adventure RV, Combustion Syndicate, Copyright Printing, Angry Ox Armory, C4 Fabrication, Next Level Web and Marketing, Montana Drone Company. We can't say enough about their
live footage
and all the pilots. It's simply amazing what they can do with those drones. Dakota Alignment, J&M Tire, Corbin Custom Works, Rugged Radios, and last but not least, Montana 4x4 Association.
yeah, it's been a great morning so far. We've had people break, so we'll get into the UTVs next. But we got the 2 UTVs out there right now. Just scoot over.
We got some interviewers from this youth class that raced this morning. Looks like the Tucker family, huh? How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Did you have a lot of fun out there today?
Yeah.
No?
No, well, Bryson, you broke.
I didn't break. I spun out, then there was a burn.
There was was a berm? Oh,
Berm.
no.
Well, your tire was kind of sideways. I would say you broke an A-arm, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was going around the corner. I passed Bella, then I was going around the corner a little too fast, and I spun out, then.
He broke 2 A-arms, front and rear. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what? That's racing, though, right?
Yeah.
You must have been going fast enough.
And I scraped Bella with mine, and I got to sign on her scrape mark with a Sharpie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you let sign and dated in Powell, Wyoming.
How was the track?
Fun.
Fun?
The one part over where they were at, each year I tipped there.
Oh, where they
tip
sit on
over.
that corner. Did you tip this time?
Yeah.
Yes,
Again?
she did.
So,
They flopped you back over.
What's
So you
your
keep
What's your
going?
favorite thing about racing?
Going fast.
My favorite thing, getting air.
Getting
you like to get air?
Over there's a little hill, and I was like, wonder if I hit the gas over here. And then I went straight down.
Oh my gosh. What's your
So-
favorite part of the Powell track?
The,
The
The
tabletops?
tabletops?
Yeah.
that jump over there.
You like that one better?
Yeah, because you can actually get air. Those ones on the low places, you can't get air.
So
There's a
what's
little
it? This is the
little.
first season you guys are racing by yourselves, without each other, because you guys took turn all last year.
Yeah,
You like racing against your sister better?
yeah, kinda.
Yeah, I saw you guys start off together. So
Were you just trying to beat her? Were you guys just trying to beat each other the first corner?
Yeah, and I beat him.
you did.
You did.
She was really brake checking me.
Got to keep him behind you, right?
Yes. Girls got to get out in front. Show them how.
That was an awesome race. You guys did awesome out there.
Super proud of you.
I love how you guys were passing and everything else. So it's a fun track.
There's
I
a,
figured you guys would like the corners
I
better.
passed 2 people at once.
there's
in
a
the
picture
corner?
of it.
Yeah.
In those S curves.
So,
That's
well,
so
thank you
cool.
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for coming
We'll
in.
see you guys at awards tonight.
Yeah, see where you're
Okay.
at.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see here.
You know, having those kids come in, it's actually just kind of warm. Those kids, it's just so neat to see them race.
Yes, and see how much fun they have,
That's what
and
it's
listen to
about.
what they like compared to everybody else.
Right. You know,
They just want to catch air or pass people.
yeah, and
So-
go fast.
And I don't think that's any different than the big kids we have racing later today.
No, you know, it's about going fast. It's an addiction, and you know the Tucker family putting their 2 young kids in, and Randy racing the unlimited class.
Yeah,
It's
a family
it's
deal.
a family event, and that's what we preach. We're a family-oriented, grassroots racing community.
Coming through on the live cam there, that looks like Alexa. That is Alexa. So we only have 3 bugs out there. Alexa. Coming across the start finish is Lyle. Just came across the start finish, elevated start finish line. But we got 3 bugs out there. Mark King is still running, but it has a left rear broke shock. I haven't seen the black one, so I'm assuming it broke down out there somewhere. So.
And we got some spectators today.
Did
There's
we?
a lot
I
of-
haven't.
there's
I haven't.
some
I've
people-
seen a lot of people walking around, but I've been in the tractor and equipment production studio here, production trailer, all day, so haven't got a chance to get out. But this breeze is nice. I don't want much more than this.
No.
But the breeze feels good, and it keeps the dust kind of down for the racers. Hard thing on this track, no matter which way the wind's blowing a little bit, it's just going to be
You're
on
always-
the next section. You're always going to be in it. It's a pretty tight course. It's 4.5 miles long.
There is a new section this year that Yellowstone Off-Road Racing added. It's a little.
Yeah, it's this little short, something to just change it up. Like real bunch of corners, up and over a couple good hills, and then around. So That's new. We went and Askin Construction, Dalen ran the dozer. Mountain Construction did a huge favor and let us borrow the motor grader, we were able to clean up all the pits and get the pits all better. And then Dalen cleaned up the corners.
Yeah, and
they were getting so rutted and so bad. I mean, it'll last this year. We'll have to come do it again before winter so the water can.
Here we got Alexa coming across the start finish line. She's doing super good.
She is. This is her first time.
That's
so
awesome.
So
sounds like we got a RS1 or somebody coming in here shortly.
Yeah, I think they're a lap away from getting the checkered.
Heck yeah.
So, and then they'll be done, and then after that we'll start the UTV race. So.
So nothing, no pressure or anything. Right. Well, no, that's how it works, right?
But
looks like on screen we got Christian Campana, I believe.
That's got to be Christian.
In his RS1. First time racing by himself. He normally co-pilots for his dad.
You'd think, looking at his dad's vehicle, who has a sticker on top of it knowing that there's drone footage.
Yeah, it says, "Hi, Mom."
Hi, Mom. You think he would have done something for his kid's car and put a decal on the top so we could see it. A big bright yellow one.
I think we gotta push Marcy to do
that.
that.
Marcy's got to get that done.
That'd make our lives a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, like Eric Wickel, he has a big, huge, like the Walmart smiley face on top of his car. We always know it's him.
Right.
So
it's easier for everybody to recognize our drones. You know, they zoom in on them. So we got somebody coming down the back stretch right now. Going to be coming into the Base Camp Polaris tabletops. And that looks like.
Oh, first off is Jake McFarland is coming through right now. Next, coming into the Base Camp tabletops. Headed for the elevated power sports start finish line. Looks like Christian. He just got the checkered.
Just got the checkered flag.
And even best was Marcy flagged for him.
That's our two youth racers.
Two youth racers. How old is Christian? Do you know?
14 years
14, and I think Sawyer is the same age. I think he's 13 or I bet he's 14. I think.
Got to be 14.
13 or 14. So both of them. That's awesome. And they're on adjusted time. It's going to be close because they started 30 seconds apart.
Right.
That was probably a close 30 seconds there that they came back in.
Yep.
So it's going to be close if they.
I'm excited to see the adjusted time.
Yeah, on adjusted time.
Really good seat time. Good seat time for the next race. They're both really comfortable in the car.
So on screen now, so hard because Paul and Lyle's rails look so close. Sheridan's you can pick out what she broke. You guys heard that. So she broke a steering shaft. But the other two are somewhat close color. They're both orange and white, and it's hard to tell. One's a single seat, one's single, one's dual. I just can't get a shot from this yet of who it is.
But they're going around that KB masonry corner down there, and they'll be coming into the Base Camp Polaris tabletops here in just a short few.
Here we got, they're coming down the straight. They'll be heading into the tabletops. And that is Paul Barron.
He's out of Sturgis, South Dakota.
So he is on his last lap. We just got word from Aaron.
looks like everybody's about to start coming into their last lap, and we can start getting prepped for some
For the
big
UTVs.
boy racing. That's going to be amazing.
Everybody, we call it the big boy racing because they're the faster cars. But I think to drive one of these 1600s, you got to have some talent and be willing to get beat up because it is not a smooth track. And we got somebody limping around the track right
That's
now.
That Mark King's.
Oh, that's right. He's got the right rear or the driver's side rear shock broke.
Yep.
And that's what we think. We haven't seen it, but the left back of his is like almost touching the tire. And the front right is off the ground. Tells me that he has something wrong in the back left. So yeah, he's kind of limping. Oh, he's in that rough section. So I'm sure at this point it's just beating him up. So.
But he's out to get those points so he can.
Oh, and he's been racing a ton this last year. He raced the Mint, not this one, the one before. He might have went to this one again. He's been racing down at Nora and racing with us. So he had a first couple years of him racing this with us. He had some pretty rough seasons there, and he's come around, and dude, he's got this car dialed in. So super sad to see he broke his shock and is having to limp it around.
Well, it looks like he'll be coming into that KB Masonry corner here shortly. We should ask you viewers that are on live, and thanks again for watching us. There's like 48 of you currently viewing, but everything running clearly, liking what you're seeing. We need your feedback as well, so we can keep building on our production crew here at Y.O.R.R.
He said Dallas and his drone team are doing awesome. We got 3 pilots out there today. 3 pilots, and of course 4 or 5 camera people out there. So all you racers, you'll be able to go find your pictures either online or that way. So it's great to be getting this, and it's great for your guys' sponsors. So, and for our sponsor.
Looks like we got Mark King. He's limping across.
Dude, it's getting worse. That shock's got to be totally gone. Oh, that's just a heartbreaker. You know what? But you know what he's doing is because I'll explain how our points work. You get starting points, you get points for laps completed, and then you get finishing points. So you want to do as many laps as you can so you get your completed laps in the allowed time, and then you go from there. So he'll get as many laps in as he can going slow before we cut him off, but that'll help him for next year in the start.
Well, and it'll help him for his end of season points too.
All right, we're unmuted. Sorry about that. We were trying to get everybody lined up. So Aaron's got some news for us. What's this, Aaron?
Well, Lauren just texted me and said, hey, there's a big group of us watching from Moab. Go Y.O.R.R.
Awesome. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. They're Ultra 4s. So awesome, because sounds they're watching us down in Moab because Ultra 4 has a big race down there, and you know Aaron's over there watching the Ultra 4 race. So it's kind of going back and forth. It's nice to watch and listen to our fellow racers down there, and we wish the Fire River Racing team down there luck. So they did qualifying yesterday, so hopefully everything's going good for them, and you know they help us out tremendous with the trophies.
Right.
That's
Okay.
Tom and them. They're down there racing. So
Looks like we got somebody coming in through the start.
through the last corners.
Last
So
corners headed for the tabletops. Sponsored by Basecamp Motorsports.
you know we couldn't do this without these. Like, Elevated Power Sports has been with us forever. We got Alexa here. Said that's her first race, so she's killing it out there. And then somebody's coming into the KB Masonry. We should call it we keep calling it the corner. It's more or less like a U-turn. It is a sharp corner. Everybody said it's been getting tippy. You'd think it's flat, it looks good from here in our shot. Every year at some point we will tip somebody back over there because
Yep.
they
Either they're
just
going to
seem
hang
to
a
tip.
tire over the top because they blew through it, or they're going to tip coming out.
Yep. Coming across. That's Jake McFarland.
Coming across the Elevated Power Sports start-finish line. We got somebody right on his, not too far behind him, it looks like.
Should be. It's confusing if you've never been in the studio here, and we got 3 computers going. The live feed on one, you'll catch yourself watching delayed stuff. So, but that right there looks like Paul Barron. You know who I haven't seen in a while? Well, it's because he's behind Paul, but I haven't seen Lyle come by in a little bit.
I haven't either. Hopefully nothing went wrong with Lyle. Lyle's a fixture of this 1600 class. He's been here forever.
He's been promoting the heck out of it. He keeps finding these 1600 cars set up, buys them, redoes them a little bit, and then finds one of our racers to buy them and put them and race them in the series. So he's been a great sponsor that way and great promoter of this 1600 class, trying to build it up. I mean, when we started, there was only a handful of them, a couple actually. Now we're racing 5+, so kind of nice. We need to find out from Aaron about what the time split was for the youth UTV, because I have a feeling that is going to be a close one.
I bet it's under a second.
Somebody just came through the corner, but it looks like they're stopped down there.
I believe it's rail car 1611. Just went around the backstretch to the tabletop. He's dead in the water on the track. I don't see any track support down there. Okay, thanks guys. Let me know if he gets back going.
Go. Only got a couple people left back out there. We're waiting for them to get their checkered. Oh, I think this is, yep, it's Paul's coming through right now. And he's getting the checkered flag. So Paul, I think, is physically in first, but you know, that's not on adjusted time. He's the first one to get a checkered flag in the 1600 class. The battery on that still camera's going dead too.
Okay. I'm gonna be down now.
Yeah, you can be down till the next race. So.
Okay.
So we had to land the drone for battery. We're charging up batteries, so we're ready for the next race. We'll have the still shot here and be going off that for the last couple finishers.
We are going to be towing at 1611 off the track. 16-1 being pulled off the track. Thank you. Was that car with the oil pressure issue? That is correct. Copy. Thank you. So they are out of the race, correct? Yes.
All right. So Alexa has one more lap is what it sounds like coming from Aaron. And then 1611 went out. 1611 is Lyle. It looks like he lost oil pressure. Sheridan Adams is out. Mark King's running around with a broken shock. Sydney on this 600, I think she is out because I have not seen her come around for a while. Alexa is still going. Paul Barron has gotten the checkered. So he's the only finisher so far. Did it move up there?
Yep.
This is your world, your job, your crew, your CAT compact equipment. And this is the support from your local CAT dealer. This is helping you meet your deadlines, your bottom line, your offers, your savings. This is getting you your parts and everything you need on time, easier than ever. This is what you get from your local CAT dealer.
Valley to the mountains, Roller Construction delivers high-quality workmanship to our clients, big and small, to get projects up and out of the ground safely and as quickly as possible. From road construction to residential to commercial services, we look forward to working with you. Contact us today for your next bill.
One point 0255376. 55376. Sawyer. 102 44 544.
Holy crap.
Go, guys.
that shot again. I was waiting for you. Oh, that's right. I gotta X this right.
I don't care. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't care.
All right, we're back on. We got the live feed here. So we got some news coming from that youth class. The 2 UTVs, the two kids are raced. Christian ran a 1.0255 on total time. Sawyer ran a 1.0244.
That is 1/100th or 1,000th of a second difference. When
To
when
finish
will you
that
ever
race.
see that again?
You didn't, and
You
so
won't. That
so
is crazy.
unofficially, it looks like Sawyer beat him, but not by much. Like that's
That's the
one let
closest-
off the throttle too soon or something right before the finish. I mean, that is as close as you're gonna get.
That's the first time I've ever seen it. And shout out to those kids and those youth UTVs. I can't believe it came down to this. They're making actually your history right here because that's the closest race we've ever had.
Yeah, that is unreal. So that's awesome that they did that good, and it's awesome that they got out there and raced.
Oh my
So-
gosh. Yeah, it's great to see those kids, and especially with them finishing that close. Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
Super cool.
How many cars do we have left on course now?
So where I was going, we got Paul finished.
Okay.
Mark King's running around still. He's still out there. Sheridan broke.
Yeah.
Jake McFarland was still out there running last I saw. We don't have the drone up. Lyle, he just went to the pit, so I know he's out.
Okay.
Sydney in the 600 car is out, and Alexa is still going.
Okay.
So I think we just have Alexa, Mark, and Jake out there right now. I think that's
Okay.
it. And I think most of them are on their final lap.
There you go. And then here comes Jake.
That's Jake.
And did he just take a checkered?
I do not think so. I think that's him on his last lap.
Okay, starting it. And then here comes Mark King as well. And he'll have another couple, probably.
I think
1, 2.
he's down a couple.
Okay. This race is going along.
Mark is on his last lap, is what Aaron just said. And here is Alexa.
Those bugs are real tight together. Woo!
So Alexa and Mark are on their last lap. Aaron, did Jake finish or is he on his last lap? All right, so Jake did finish. So Jake got the checkered there. So the only ones that got the checkered is Paul Barron and Jake McFarland are the only two finishers we have so far in the 1600 class. So the next two, as soon as we see Mark and Alexa again, they will get the checkered and the 1600s will be done.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll go straight
So
into the UTV. In the UTV, that's how we divided the classes. You have the turbo, non-turbo, turbo class, the UTV turbo class, and the UTV production class. They are racing together in two separate races. So what Aaron did is take the total, however they qualified, odds and evens. So everybody that is in an odd number is racing race 1, everybody else is in race 2. So that's how she split it up. And then she'll bring those times together, and that's how we'll figure out the finishers in each class.
Okay.
So with that, we'll have 11 people starting the UTV, number 1, first race of the UTV. In that race, you'll have Nate Thompson, Eric Rohr, Mitchell Bertels, Jacob Shade,
Stephen Mortensen,
Jordan Rupp,
Austin Campana,
Jordan Kane,
Jacob McAllis,
Lacey Welty
Barry Schaefer.
is in race 1. And then in race 2, we will have
Dylan Latour,
Jeremy Evans,
Jared McGee,
Cody Olson,
Sean Romano,
Shane Murphy.
Tyler
That's Sean Murphy, by the way.
Tanner Palacio,
Yes.
Okay.
Ryder Leach,
Heather Dewick,
Dyke. That's Heather Dyke.
Okay.
Angel Baker,
Lance Horst.
and then James
Urbanski.
So that'll be race 2. And then after that is the MAV-R class.
And Pro-R, but I think there's
Pro-R.
quite a few Mav.
There's a handful of MAV-Rs and just a few Pro-Rs. And then we're giving them, that way they're just racing out there together. And this is the best way to split it and not have and safest, huge part on safety, having that many people out there on the track at once. 2, it gives our volunteers some time to sort things out if there is an issue.
This is only a 4.5 mile track. You have 12 cars out there. You got 3 cars a mile if they're all spread out evenly. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, mathematically on 30-second drop, I think we figured if we had roughly 12 rows, 13, if you went any more than 12 rows of cars, because they start 2 at a time, somebody will be coming up as the first cars or last cars are going out. So that's why we divide that out. And that's just based off last year's time. This track might be slower this year with that new section. You didn't get to see it.
I haven't seen
You'll
it
have to
yet.
run out there and take a look at it. But through the new section, so last year the time was 6:01. So and that was by Caleb Rupp. So that was
the
fastest lap. And then it took him an hour. It was like an hour and 10 minutes to finish the race. So we'll see how it goes this year. Adding that new one, I think it's going to add a few seconds to the racetrack. But then again, look what we did with the corners.
Yeah, the corners are so smoothed out now.
Way smoother.
And way wider.
Yes, Dalen cut them wide. And that's good. That's what we wanted to do. What that'll do in the change, though, is it looks like they're not having to back down.
Oh, that'll be super handy, though, to have them not have to swoop back down to the bottom so they can hold that bank high and just keep cruising through.
All right. So, like we said, we got the 3 people on the track still. So we're just waiting for them to come through. They will all be getting the checkered.
And then we'll get ready to start some UTVs.
Then we will start the UTVs.
What do you think the fastest lap on these UTVs is going to be?
Okay, 6:01 was fastest last year, and that was in a MAV-R. But this track is just tight, so I don't think you have a huge advantage. I'm gonna say my bet is on 6:11.
I was gonna say 6:12. There you go.
Come on in here, Christian. Move over. Just stand right between us.
Okay.
So, what did you think of the track out there?
Oh, it was so gnarly. It was really fun. Yeah, it was a really fun track. It was definitely getting easier the more that I went. I felt like I was getting faster every lap.
Do you feel like you get more comfortable?
Yes,
you
100%.
definitely look like you get more comfortable.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the track?
My favorite part of the track would definitely be those jumps and that long straightaway coming down before the infield.
Oh, the long
there you
straightaway.
go.
What'd you think of the new section back there, up and over that hill and around that? Was that pretty? Did you have to slow down quite a bit, or
The
is
new
it getting fast?
section, I was getting faster on the new section every lap. There is a big dent at the end of it though that I would have to slow down. I figured out a better line to go over it, but yeah, I was getting quicker during that section every lap.
Yeah, you did awesome out there. You looked out there. Now, this is your first race you've raced by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that ace handle for you? Or, I mean, RS1.
The RS1 handled really well. I don't think we had any issues. It did really well, especially with the restrictor in it. So.
Oh, you got a restrictor plate?
Yeah.
Dad didn't let you go in wide open?
No.
That's okay.
That was a good move. So did you hear your time yet on what your total time was?
No.
So your total time was 1 hour, 1.0255376.
Okay.
So Sawyer in your class, his time was 1.0244.
So I lost by 1,000th of a second?
Yeah. That is the closest race
thousand.
we've ever had.
Ever.
So that is awesome. That's unofficial. Aaron has to do everything to double check because we run 2 computers, but that's our unofficial. So awesome work, dude. That was putting it on.
Thank you so much.
Who are your sponsors here, and who would you like to thank?
My sponsors are Combustion Syndicate, My Pretty Posh Princess, Must Be Nice Performance, Method Race Wheels, Amsoil, and my dad. And I'd like to thank all my family, Tyler, of course, and Sean, Tenacious Racing, everyone that helped make everything happen so I could be able to race today.
Awesome, dude.
Awesome.
Thank you. And dude, awesome watching you race. That was so fun.
So
I'm glad you had so much fun out there.
Are you excited for the next one?
Are you excited for
100%.
Broadview?
What are you most excited for?
Just to run. I really like to ride my car, so I really like to drive it.
You just want to drive. That's all you want to do? That's awesome.
And that's going to be, we'll see how we do the youth there. The 1600s run the whole track, so we'll have to see how we're going to do the youth there. We're going to do a shortened version of the track for the youths, or if we're running the whole track. So we'll have to play that by ear.
Okay.
But we'll wait and see for Broadview. That's going to be here before we know it. You're going to have to go home, tear the car down, go over every nut and bolt, get it prepped.
Work on it?
Yeah, we changed. Well, we just got it down in March at the Mint 400, and we got it all set up and ready to go for this race, and it's a really nice car. So I think
You guys did that fast.
Yeah.
That was not very long ago. That's awesome.
So you raced in the Mint 400.
Yes.
What did you think of that?
It was gnarly. It's all about agility and it's not about speed. It's about being able to maintain a good pace, and I mean, we proved it. We took first in class, and we beat second place by I think half an hour.
40 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. And you rode with your dad the whole time?
Yes. Or I got out for at Gonzo Pit for about a lap.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Get some water. Just kind of chill out for a minute. That's a long day.
Didn't get sick in the car with your dad driving?
At the first half I did. That's one of the reasons I got out, and then I took medication, and then I was
Good to go again.
So,
Are you racing with your dad in this race, or is somebody else riding with him?
Oh no, he's riding solo for this race.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know if you were going to get double seat time or not. Did you go tell your dad where the bad spots were?
Kind of. I gave him a little rundown of what not to do and what not to do.
Awesome.
There you go.
There's a little bump at the new section that just keeps getting deeper every time you go over it. I thought I broke an axle at one point, but I didn't, so.
Well, yeah, you got to give him all the advice you can, help your dad out. So that's what teamwork's about. Well, thank you and congratulations on finishing your first race ever
Thank
by
you so
yourself.
much.
That's a huge feat.
That's
Thank
a
you,
huge
Christian.
feat. So awesome. Thanks, Christian.
We'll
Thank you
see
so
you in
much.
Broadview. So we're still waiting for those cars to come in, and while they're coming in,
I see dust, so I have a feeling we got them coming in.
we got pretty close. Dallas has the drones down. He's getting ready. There was Christian on screen in his little fire suit. Here comes Alexa. Woo!
Alexa for the checkered,
Finishing her second race ever.
and she drove that car.
She did.
You should have seen her. We were out here working last weekend. And we camped and stayed, so we were out there, and then it was getting dark. We watched the sun set up on the hill, just kind of hung out. And we took off, and we're like, just head back and we'll cut across. She ended up running the whole track. Well, that car has no headlights, and the light bar had quit. So I'm riding behind her as close as I can, and she drove the whole track. And when she comes back, I'm like, you racing the whole thing, or you want to race just a shorter version? And she's like, I'm going to race the whole thing. So awesome job.
We did have a question from Danielle. Said, I'm sorry guys, I missed what you said. Are the MAV R's racing with the UTVs?
The Mav-Rs and Pro-Rs are racing in their own race. It'll be in the third UTV race. So we got three groups of UTVs racing. They'll be in the last group. So, we got Fire River Racing. It's a big thanks to and good luck to all the racers up here. They are watching before they head out and race today. So awesome. Good luck to that team there. We wish them the best.
That's so awesome. So excited to see
this
more people
live
coming
footage
out.
is awesome. We're getting to watch it between different races. You know, we can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
And this gives it, like, your dad's probably at home. Well,
Yeah,
he texted
I know
me
he
and
is.
said he's at home watching. So it's awesome that we get to bring this out. So he's probably one of the 50 of current viewers. So
We've already had 275 views just on this fight. This
yeah,
feed.
and then the
That's
big races are the faster cars are coming up. So it's awesome. It's awesome that we're so doing so well, and great thanks to Teeny for sponsoring the live footage.
Oh,
So
I didn't
they're the
know.
local cat dealer, so they cover Montana, Wyoming, and North Dakota. So
Oh my gosh.
so any
Yeah,
of your
huge
equipment
thanks
needs,
to them.
give Teeny a call. They support us, and we need to support those who support us. So
Yes.
I stole that from Miles.
Yes.
So those who support
the
this.
sport.
That's
Yes.
right. So
Oh, we're missing Miles today.
he's
We'll
down there
see me
running that
grab you.
race. So
Yeah.
Did you guys see his setup? Sitting what he's at, they made him a
nice, cool little table.
I mean,
Oh,
Miles
no.
is just. I love the comment. It's like, you look like a DJ out there, and he did.
Yes,
I
he
mean,
did. He's got a
Well,
fade over
I guess
there.
we could set him up a table like that as long as we get him 2 turntables and a microphone.
You know, somebody here knows a guy that's good at
Fabricating
you know?
stuff.
I mean,
and
not saying
building
who.
Well, I mean,
We
he
might be able
must
to.
have all the time in the world because he's not racing.
Oh yeah.
Tell
You have no
Broadview.
idea how much time we've got.
Come on,
I'll
Rowdy.
give you
If
right on
Rowdy's
that.
listening, or I'm gonna go ask him. I want a cooler setup.
Yeah.
Mark King just came across the finish line. Yeah,
And
we
look,
gotta
he
get-
had to have broke that left rear shock. Did you see how that front end?
That thing
This
is-
track's rough anyway, and then you're doing it without a suspension in the back
Oh
corner.
my gosh. Well, those whole bunch of the
Broke
stock
on
trucks-
lap 4, so he ran 4 laps like that.
Oh my gosh. A whole bunch
So,
of stock trucks broke. A
Mark
bunch of
King
shocks
just
last
came.
year.
Alexa came through. Mark King came through. Lyle is out. Sheridan's out. And Sydney's out. So looks like that's the end of the 1600s. We will come back to you when just before the UTVs start.
Quickly before we
Whoops.
end here, we're just gonna go through our sponsor list and just thank all of those who are with us and helping this series continue to grow and keep going. So huge thank you to Roller Construction for sponsoring the High Desert 100. It's presented by KB Masonry, sponsored by. We also have the Elevated Power Sports Start Finish Line.
Base Camp Power Sports, Mickey Thompson Tractor and Equipment, TDK, Pierce Sports Center, CI Electric, Three Peaks Drilling, 3D Air, CW Auto Service, Must Be Nice Performance.
The Diesel Show, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, Ellis Audio, J&M Construction, Arnold's Machinery, Fenway's Sports Bar and Grill, Blackbeard Fab, Adventure RV, Combustion Syndicate, Copyright Printing, Angry Ox Armory,
C4 Fabrication, Next Level Web and Marketing, Montana Drone, you guys know what they're doing for us.
absolutely,
Dakota Alignment, J&M Tire, Corbin Custom Works,
Rugged Radios, and Montana 4x4 Association.
and we'll sign off and we'll come to you live once we get lined up for the next race.
This is your world, your job, your crew, your CAT compact equipment. And this is the support from your local CAT dealer. This is helping you meet your deadlines, your bottom line, your offers, your savings. This is getting you your parts and everything you need on time, easier than ever. This is what you get from your local CAT dealer.
So he's gonna be in that. He's gonna be in that race, but I need to tell the other guys too.